This bull doesn't want to stand on that front right foot, and when we get him in our race, things take a dramatic turn for the worse. You're watching the Hoof GP at a very sore bull's foot.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
This behemoth of a Limousin bull is really struggling to put any pressure through that front right foot. Just touching the ground is making him wince. But when we get him into the race, things take a very dramatic turn for the worse.
Look how awkward he's been. You've not been a very good customer, mate.
He goes down. He looks like he's in pain, but he's not. He is definitely stressed out though. Situations like this can turn nasty very quickly. These bulls are incredibly heavy, and the only person who can really help this situation is the bull himself. We're worried he gets his leg snagged in this gate and hurts himself. Dougie struggles to pull his heavy leg out of the bars, and then it's up to the bull himself.
That's a boy.
Once he's in, we quickly formulate a plan.
It's that far away foot, so you lift the back right foot and the front right foot. And just rope the other ones. We will trim them, but we want to trim the front foot as quick as we can in case it goes down again. I'm right in thinking it's this foot he's sore on, isn't it?
I'm expecting something fairly substantial, but the problem isn't immediately obvious.
Right. Oh, up right around here. It's got a foul in the foot as well. Did I see you jagging him? Aye. I just. Oh right. Have you got any like? Aye. Yeah. Dougie looks after these cows and really well actually. And I saw him jagging on this bull before he came in the crush, but it was to treat him for worms, not to treat him for his foot. So we are going to treat him for his foot. First, we need to trim him.
We made all our memories here, felt our joys, shed our tears.
Got a large block, please, Kev. Although it's not actually a hoof horn lesion, it's probably up in between his foot, foot, claws, up in the middle of it. We're going to put a block on because it's more localised, that inner claw, which is why it's overgrown, and that should take the weight and the pressure away from the sore area. So as we grab the grinder here, all we're doing is taking as little hoof horn off as we possibly can, but we do need this foot to be level. That is absolutely crucial because when we put the block on, any deviations in being level or not will be amplified. Right, and with that in place,
It's time to get on with the real part of this job, finding and overcoming this problem for the bull.
We made all our memories here, felt our joys and shed our tears.
he's obviously got some kind of issue here on his toe as well.
These bulls are so colossally heavy that every shred of hoof horn really matters. You do not want to take away any hoof horn that you absolutely don't need to. If this were a cow, the weight is so much lighter that we can afford to take away more hoof horn. But when it comes to big guys like this, literally every cut counts.
This does not look good.
We're working in an extremely large shed right now with a lot of cows round about us, hence the background noise. and this trim is turning into much more of a meal than I first thought.
No wonder his foot was so sore. It's completely overrun with problems. This is a new knife that we've been trying out and don't like. Oh, look at that. Whole thing is peeling away. You can actually see this entire trunk here is being plied away as I pull through it.
What we can see poking through the hoof horn there is the exposed corium. This is the part of the bull's hoof which actually grows, or should I say constructs, the hoof horn itself, and it is being overrun by digital dermatitis, which is why it's kind of patchy. In places it's still producing hoof horn, in other places that production has completely stopped.
You got some blue roll, Kev?
Watching this back as I edit it, my knife strokes are not smooth and beautiful, they look clumsy and half-baked. This bull's foot is extremely tough, and to be honest, I don't really care what my knife strokes look like. All I care about is that we get the best job done possible.
So I can actually put my thumb, look, if I get my thumb, I can actually put it all the way up in there. None of this is attached.
I grab my grinder in an effort to reduce that wall height. Remember, that is incredibly hard hoof horn, so it's much easier for me to use the grinder, and I can be very precise with it. You'll also notice the vibrations from the grinder actually purge slurry from the crack within the wall of his hoof. At this point in the trim, literally his entire corium has been exposed to the outside elements. This should literally never happen to an animal like this, but it has. And human intervention, what we're doing right now, is exactly the way to fix it. Believe it or not, the future for this big guy and his front right foot is actually pretty bright. Sometimes problems like this, ones which have reached their peak, are the ones that achieve the most dramatically positive results. Sometimes it's better to treat an animal like this, where the problem has gone as far as it can go, so that every bit of progress, everything can be built from the foundations upwards. And for this big bull, I'm sure that's true. All that remains to do is finish off trimming his other 3 feet so that we can let him go. He's now got that block in place, the bandage that Kev wrapped him with, and once we've finished ensuring that all of his other 3 feet are in perfect condition, or at least as perfect condition as we can make them, Doogie is going to administer a huge jag of pain relief, not just to be nice to the bull, but it'll actually reduce the inflammation within that foot, which will allow it to heal. Inflammation is the cause of pain and discomfort, and once we relieve that, the blood flow will return because the animal can use his foot to walk around, and that will spur on the hoof growth that he so desperately needs to regenerate the huge amount of hoof horn which we've just removed.
Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair.